Hello everybody, welcome to the Week in Review, Part 3, or third episode, whatever you want to call it. I'm having to retape it because I forgot to turn the sound on. Oopsie. Anyways, as I was talking, which I can't really remember what I was saying because I tend to ramble a little bit. I want to say Happy Easter to everybody because at the time of filming this, it is Easter Sunday. When it gets loaded up, that's anybody's guess. You know me, I tend to procrastinate. And as you may have noticed, I've also trimmed my beard because it was starting to get really out of control. Shaved my head because, well, it's easier sometimes. Instead of just buzzing it down, just shave the whole thing because I keep missing patches. But let's get on with this review. First off, analytics on our channel. That's why my laptop's right over here. We have 2,695 views since in the last 28 days. I'm sure I could probably find a way to tighten that up, but I don't know how. Hold on a minute, let me see if there's a... Okay, I don't know how to make it so it would show less time since the last time I updated this. And let's see, we got 14 new subscribers in the last 28 days. Welcome to all the new voices. And if you could, tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your friend's dog. We could use more subscribers. We are at, where is it written? 240. And as you know, trying to hit that 100,000 for a button. I know it's probably not going to happen, but what the heck? What do I got to do? And I've had 145 views in the last 48 hours. I have no idea what that means. Most popular video is still The Simpsons 2024 Living Room. Yep, that's what it says. I'm not wearing my glasses right now because they tend to glare. Anyways, we'll give it a minute. And while we're giving it this minute, how about we pause for the cause for a quick word from His Royal Majesty, the Emperor of the Sol System. Good evening, my loyal subject. It is I, your Emperor David the First of the Sol System. And I just want to say, to remember for you to tell your family how much you care. Someday they will not be there for you to tell them. So do it now, so I have decreed, so it shall be. Unless they're toxic, and then cut them out of your life like bad cheese. Who am I kidding? There's no such thing as bad cheese. And remember to always, every night, to pay your homage to David the First, and to have a lovely evening, or else you do not want to make the Emperor angry. He knows how to play Naked Twister. Anyways, kind of lost my train of thought there. I want to thank you for watching. You should check out some of the other videos on this channel. This is but one. I may show up later in the Week in Review. Hopefully by then I have an actual scepter instead of my cane. But I have bad knees. And I look forward to the supplication of all the rulers and kings upon this land to pay tribute and have a nice day. Oh, yes, that's how I tricked you. When you have a nice day, you're actually paying tribute to your emperor. That and candy. The emperor loves candy. That's why he's a fat man. But he's working on that. So I give you a good day. And remember, be kind. Be generous. And if they stand against you, be merciless. Someday the emperor will have a better setting. Right now, I am still in the room of doom. But soon, I bid you good day. And it didn't turn off. The emperor's getting a little embarrassed now. Turn off. And we're back. Welcome. Yep, I do have the sound on. I don't know how long I was recording before the last time. Let's get on to the real world. Now, and of course, what's on everybody's mind? These freaking weird tariffs. I know people think it's going to bring jobs to the U.S., but it's not. There's no factories. We got nothing to build on at the moment. We are a country of consumers, and denying that is basically putting us back like 50, 60 years. What's the point? There is no point. Right? Yeah, did I already mention it's at like 245%. I mean, after 100%, you might just say 1 bazillion. Because you're pretty much just trying to put us out of business as a country. Nobody's going to want to do those jobs. Nobody wants to work fields. Nobody wants to work in a factory. My daddy spent most of his life working in a factory. Shoe factory. Nobody wants to see their parents go through that. And in case you're wondering how it works, yeah, people think that sort of like this boycott of Walmart and Target and all them. See, I work retail, and I'm really worried that I'm about to lose my job. Now, how am I going to pay my rent? I won't have anything to lose if I lose my job. A lot of us won't. Bad things will happen. But anyways, the way they think that it's going to affect the CEOs, it's the same as tariffs. See, the money coming over, money that they have to put more money out for expenditures, they're not going to eat that cost. They're going to put it down, and they're going to fire the low-level people. People will come in, they'll see the price, like, I ain't going to buy that, too expensive. So to keep making their record profits, they will, as I said, fire the low-level people, because they're not going to fire the CEOs or the upper levels who are making millions. They'll fire the people like me who make maybe 25, 28 grand take home. And then they'll make less because they'll have less people in the store to work, less product, higher prices, more people fired, until it's just way, way too many people unemployed. And when they're hiring new hires, here's a hint. Those of us like me, or people my age group, we're not going to be the first choices. We're going to have a really hard time finding work. Because we're up there. And it's the same with these boycotts. The CEO are still going to get their money. It's us that you're hurting. Why are you hurting us? But that's enough on a serious note. I try to put those in here once in a while because, I've actually been thinking about doing a podcast where I can just rant, but I don't know how to do podcasts. Was this considered a podcast? No, this is the week in review. Man, I'm handsome with a little trim beard. Anyways, also in David news, dun dun dun, I'm down to 266. I've been trying to lose weight. I started at 275. I mean, sometimes I rebound by like 5 pounds, but I'm working on it. It's not easy. I'd like to, but since I can't afford a lot of food now, I'm hoping to get down to about 220. I mean, not skinny, because I've never been a skinny person, but enough that I can, you know, not worry about things of being way too heavy. And now I'm gonna, as you know, as I said, I can't buy very much anymore because I've had to cancel a lot of pre-orders. I just don't have the money. I mean, if somebody wants to, like NECA wants to sponsor me, send me some free product, that's not going to happen because I'm just a normal person. Anyways, something I did pick up today was, boom, it's a SpongeBob SquarePants Tiny Mites. Now, everybody knows I love SpongeBob. I like a show where I can turn my brain off once in a while. And that show does it. Shout out to King Reptar, Comfort Cartoons, who does a great job. I love watching his content. In fact, he's the one who influenced me to start doing my own YouTube channel. He loves showing off his collection and stuff like that, and made me think. I like that. Anyways, this I just picked up. It's a little orange pineapple. I'll probably end up giving that to my granddaughter. In case you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm actually looking at me on screen, which for some reason is nowhere near the actual camera lens. Also, the date down in the corner, time, that's way off because I take the battery out when I'm not using my camera, and well, I'm too lazy to reset it. Anyways, these things, they had a Scooby-Doo version, and I think they had a DC Super one as well, because I have a Joker. But these ones, they have SpongeBob, Plankton, Mermaid Man, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Gary, Barnacle Boy, SpongeGar, Mr. Krabs, Sandy Cheeks, and another Patrick Star. Well, Patrick Star. And there is 3 figures in each container. Now, unlike the Scooby-Doo ones, I can't see through this, so. And that one, all I really wanted was the Space Kook, because he's my favorite villain. Him and the Creeper. Creeper. I wanted to buy that action figure, but again, due to current prices, I can't. So we get this bad boy open. Bought this at Walmart. Now the box itself does look a lot like his house. That's pretty cool. My battery's getting low. So if it dies and I have to replace it, you know, whoa, jeez, everything stopped falling out. Okay, let's take. I'm not going to look down. I don't want to know what I got until I see it up on the screen too. Oh, it's Squidward doing the thing. I really could use a better camera, I know. He's in red. As you know, these things tend to come in several different colors. That's cool. The next one, oh, don't want to look in it. I got, Sandy Cheeks. And blue. Pretty cool. And, yep, there's one more. Definitely a SpongeBob one. Oh, SpongeGar in blue candy color. Yeah, I'm not a fan of SpongeGar. I would have preferred a regular SpongeBob, or my favorite character, Plankton. But it's still pretty cool. And as you can see, I'm sorry, ADD tends to make my brain play plenty of little tricks. We are not currently down in the cave. We are still up in the room of doom because it is chilly as hell outside, as I said earlier. But that was pretty cool. Now what do you say we take a quick stop here and we go... what did I do with that dang thing? No. And we hear from a word from Grandpa. Hey everybody, it's Grandpa David again, back for a little bit of advice. This one's going to be a bit of a philosophical one. Basically, don't let yourself be absolute. What do I mean? Don't let your mind get clogged. Don't let it get blocked up. Just because you think you know something doesn't mean you actually do. Like Bruce Lee said, be water, flow, learn, become stronger. And never be afraid to be wrong. You learn new things, your mind grows. That's called life. It's called growing up. It's called getting older. You learn new things, and you don't get stuck in a rut. And when something you know is wrong, don't be afraid to admit it. It's called being human. When you're wrong, you move on. You admit you were wrong, you move on. You have to adapt to grow. Remember, stagnant water is the most poisonous. So flow, baby, flow. Remember, that's how we grow, like a plant. Once upon a time, everybody thought the earth was flat. Now only a bunch of morons think that. And even when they're shown evidence that the world is not flat, they refuse to believe it. Why? Because they're idiots. I saw one where the guy did an experiment. Let me check. Yep, sounds on. Proved himself with his own experiment that the earth was not flat, but he rationalized it away. Rationalized it away. Sometimes things are just the way they are. Stop trying to mold the world to fit your beliefs and accept the world as it is. Because those who don't leave their mind open, I mean, you don't want it so open your brain falls out. Sometimes you're wrong. Now some of you are probably thinking, I'm never wrong. Go look at yourself in the mirror. It's going to be a common theme. Go look in the mirror, look at yourself in the eyes. Even if you don't want to admit to others, you got to admit to yourself. Because when you stand before your Creator, He will know. And you will pay. Or not, I don't care. Y'all have a nice night. Grandpa out. And we're back. As I said, today is Easter. My significant other got me a few treats. She always does. She spends way too much. A Mojo Jojo Funko Pop. Now I always leave my Funko Pops in the box mainly because they stack well. I know, no. I wish I had the space to be able to put everything out, but and everybody knows I like Mojo Jojo. She also got me these two little Care Bears because I'm a fan of Grumpy Bear. I'm a bit grumpy sometimes. And a SpongeBob Micro Teenies. It's got a little stuffed SpongeBob, which I will put near my Plankton, which I got from the same line. And one of these little SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know what they're called, but they I'll pop it open and see what we got. Okay, let's see, how does this thing open? Okay, like this, like that. Ooh, I got Mr. Crab fries. I'm gonna have to hide that from my grandson. He loves these things. Oh, he loves French fries. Krabby fries, what it's called. I like it. Detail is pretty good. Thing from the eye and a little thing is on top to the actual French fries. And a big old grin. I like it. Maybe on the show. And I'm trying to think of anything else to say. I also have this old calendar, a desk calendar, Fred Rogers. In each video I'm going to read one of his quotes. Fred Rogers was always a hero of mine, Mr. Rogers. I actually have an autographed picture of his somewhere. I love the fact that it would always be pre-printed, an autograph pre-printed. Then he'd write you a little message in his own hand and write his name again. Dude was a class act. Today's quote. Every human being needs to be loved and needs to be able to love in return. That is what allows us to be human. A little sappy for my taste, but hey, what the heck. Target's Haul-a-thon. My Targets here in town don't have a dang thing, not even a freaking empty shipper to show that they had anything. And I still have not seen The Count from Sesame Street or Pee Wee Herman. The only two that I ever wanted. I love Pee Wee and The Count. Well, he's just cool. Him and Magician Murphy. But I've never seen a toy of him. Mumford. Magician Mumford. Whenever I open my garage, I always say, I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It's kind of a tradition and kind of annoying my girlfriend doing it. But what the heck? That and the new Pamela Voorhees action figure that's coming out. I need that for my first slot, as long as it's not overly expensive. I'm scared of not being able to pay bills. But no one cares. No one cares about the average American. We are nothing. Except for, you know, a lot of us in heavily. Hey everybody, sorry my battery died and I had to disconnect everything to get to the battery charger, which is why I'm now holding it on free phone. Anyways, as I was about to say, I want to thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and well, y'all have a nice night. Anything you want, any suggestions on how to do a podcast, anything that would help me get to that magic number. Or anything you want to talk about at all. Anything you want me to rant about. So let me know down in the comments below. I might read it. Probably won't. But might. And again, have a nice day. Double D. Out.